I played hundreds of public lobbies with new or low levels of Phasmophobia, and there's one thing they always say. What items should I bring? There are some new players and low-level players still overwhelmed with Phasmophobia equipment, especially if this is what you'd be seeing. So today, we will be talking about the 7 equipment that can get evidence, and my recommendation on what item you should bring. But I will share 3 other items that you can combine with this equipment to be more efficient and effective in playing the game. So stay tuned, and let's get into it. So now let's start with what are the 7 equipment that we will be talking about right now. Let's start with the EMF Reader. This item is what we need if we would like to know if there's EMF level 5 in evidence. EMF Reader reacts to any ghost activity, touching doors, throwing items, ghost events, blowing candles, and so many more. But that doesn't mean it reacts to the activity, meaning it's EMF level 5 already. There's a certain level for each activity, and you need to have level 5 before you can consider it as evidence. Therefore, you need more activity. So test if it's EMF level 5. This is one of the 3 equipment I recommend you should bring when entering the haunted house. Next is ultraviolet. Quick trivia, this evidence is formerly known as fingerprints, because the only time you will consider it as evidence is if it's a fingerprint. But they changed that. So now all the things you can see through ultraviolet are considered evidence. That includes footprints. Later, I will tell you the easiest way for you to check this evidence. For now, let's move to the next, ghost writing. Now, ghost writing is self-explanatory. The ghost needs to write something in the book before you can consider it as evidence. I am not sure how else I can explain that. Moving on to the next, thermometer. This is actually the second piece of equipment I highly recommend you bring when entering the map, primarily because it's the easiest way for you to identify the ghost room. But on top of that, if the temperature drops below 1, meaning 0.9 and below, that's considered freezing temperature evidence already. You may not get it right away, so you need to check it time by time. Halfway there, if you are still here, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and you'll find more tips and tricks on how to play Phasmophobia. The next one is the DOTS projector. This equipment, like ghost writing, does have one role in the game, and that's to show the silhouette of the ghost. You might be confused with ghost event and DOTS silhouette, so here are some examples. Next is the video camera. This is the 3rd item I'm recommending bringing. Wait, let me explain myself. Video cameras can get the ghost orb evidence. Locating the ghost orb is you knowing the ghost room as well, that's one. Second is you can set it up as CCTV in a specific area of the map, which helps you check the ghost room even if you're staying at the truck-like pussy. Comment down below if you have something on your mind that can replace the video camera on my top 3 equipment. Lastly, the spirit box is self-explanatory as well. You need to use this item to try and talk to the ghost, and you need to have a response before you can consider it as evidence. I would like to make it more complicated, but I really can't, so that's all you got. Like what I've promised, I will tell you 3 other equipment that you can combo with these items. 1. Salt and ultraviolet. Since footsteps are considered as evidence as well, right now, stepping in the salt will automatically show if there's a footstep or there's none. So you can check or remove ultraviolet as evidence as soon as the ghost steps in the salt. 2. Candle and EMF. As I mentioned a while ago, you need a lot of activity for you to get the EMF level 5 evidence, and a candle can cover that for you. Because every time the ghost blows the candle, it will trigger the EMF reader, and you might get the level 5 you're looking for. Last but not the least, add a camera on both of those lists. If you have Tier 1 salt, you can get 6 salt photos. If Tier 2, maximum of 9 photos. For the candle, for every activity, you can take a picture of it as well, and it will be considered a ghost interaction. That's all for now. I hope you learned something today. Like and subscribe for more tips and tricks on Phasmophobia.